Hey Sycamores, welcome to Almost Live. I'm your host, Amelia Ihle. Today we're talking to Olivia Lancaster and Campbell Pekny, presidential and vice presidential candidate for a student government association. Almost Live starts right now. All right, so first of all, thank you so much for coming on. Can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Thank you so much for having us, first of all. My name is Olivia Lancaster. I am a junior at ISU, and I'm double majoring in psychology and criminology. I have minors in gender studies and forensic investigations. As far as my SGA involvement, I've been fortunate enough to be involved since my freshman year when I got here. So I started off in our freshman branch of government, which we called the Sycamore Leadership Coalition. I served on our executive board as the marketing director. My sophomore year, I moved up to the executive branch where I served as the executive assistant for the 62nd administration. And in my junior year, I'm serving again on the executive branch as the director of student engagement for the 63rd administration. Outside of SGA, I'm involved in a few things on campus. So first is my sorority, Chi Omega, where I've had a couple different leadership positions. I'm currently serving as our Pan-Hellenic delegate. I am an investigator for the jail intelligence unit that we have on campus through the School of Criminology. And then I'm also a general member of the American Democracy Project that we have on campus.
I'm Campbell Pekny. I'm from Brookston, Indiana. I'm currently a management student here on campus, minoring in entrepreneurship and nonprofit leadership. Within SGA, I'm currently a senator where I serve as the public relations chair as well as a member of the ethics committee. And then outside of that, in the Scott College of Business, I serve on the SCOB Dean Advisory Board as well as the president of Beta Gamma Sigma, which is an honor society within the college. And then I am a part of the Honors College as well, where I serve on the Honors Council, and then I am a press scholar.
Wow, that's amazing. Could you tell us what SGA is for those who might not know?
Yeah. So SGA is kind of broken up into 3 separate branches, just like we have like a real functioning government in real life. It's broken up like that through the school. So first is that executive branch, which is what we serve over as president and vice president. That's comprised of obviously your president, your VP, you have a chief of staff, and then you have a board of directors that serve under you in a variety of different positions. Second is legislative, which is our student senate. This is made up of senators and then senate liaisons who serve as kind of representations of different organizations that we have across campus. Senate is a really good way for students to just come in and voice any issues that they have on campus and just really make lasting and impactful change. And then lastly is our judicial branch, which is our Supreme Court justices. They just kind of serve over making sure that SGA like functions properly and everything's being done well, like at an administrative level almost.
All right, that's amazing. Why are you both running for SGA this year?
So for me, the big reason why I chose to run was just I'm a really big person for student advocacy. I feel like it's really important for people that serve in leadership roles to serve as a voice for the student body. So a big thing for me, obviously, I've been involved in SGA, but I was like, and taking on this role, my primary focus is really just going to be making sure that I'm there for students, that I'm really getting out in the student body, talking to them, seeing what they actually need, and then being able to come back and use this position as a way to serve. We're really highlighting that through the different platforms we have. I mean, Campbell and I, this entire time, we've been running on this slogan of, for you, for Indiana State, for us. Like, obviously we're doing things for SGA, but SGA wouldn't exist if it weren't for students. So just really focusing and emphasizing on platforms that benefit the entire student body as a whole.
All right.
For me, I feel like I'm running to kind of guide and strengthen that Sycamore community. As Olivia said, we're running on the For You, For State, For Us, and that for state means a lot to me. I love the Sycamore community. I love being a part of the things that ISU has and have loved my time here on campus and really want to give back and allow and be able to lead students and create that strength across the Sycamore community. And I really think that through our platforms and talking to students that they want a lot of the things that we're working on, and I'm really excited to try to implement those.
Speaking of those platforms, which of those is most important to you and why?
My favorite platform that we're running on is You, and we're looking to find things that benefit the students. And our big one underneath this is a parking ticket relief proposal. So we're looking to allow students to be able to donate canned foods or non-perishable food items to the Sycamore Pantry to reduce a parking ticket. We know that parking is a big concern for students on campus, and we want to kind of tackle that through this initiative. We know that other schools have implemented this across the country. Olivia went to a conference and was able to discover this idea, and we really think that benefiting students here at Indiana State through this initiative is going to be great. We actually had a conversation this afternoon with upper administration, and they really liked the idea, and so we're hoping that we're able to kind of implement this and get this in place for students to use.
Yeah. I would say that one of my favorite platforms is openness. I know when Campbell and I first started discussions of running, we were like, obviously, what do students want? What do students want to see from us as leaders, as people that are impacting this campus? And a big thing that we heard through just going out and talking to people and having good discussions was openness. One of our big platforms is openness. That's something that students are seeking both from us and at an administrative level. I mean, I'm sure you can relate as a student. You want to know what's going on your campus. So we're really just working to foster that transparency between the university and students. That way, anytime the university is making any different policy or fee or just general changes, we're able to actively provide students with real-time updates just so they know what's going on. And a big thing for us is really just breaking those barriers just so students don't feel afraid to ask questions of their university. That way, if they see us in public or administrators in public, they feel like they can come up to them and be like, hey, I have concerns about what's going on. How can we work to alleviate this? Like that's been a really big thing for us.
What makes you both the best fit for the position, do you think?
Yeah. So I feel like one thing that's really unique about Campbell and I is the way that we work together. Obviously, I would say that we're both very qualified individuals in different realms of campus, but I think for me, something that's big about my personality is just like the openness and the outgoingness and the willingness to engage. That's something that I'm doing serving in my current position as the director of student engagement. And then I found with Campbell's really analytical, and she's really good at looking on the inside of things and figuring out how to best run things. So I feel like when you combine our two personalities, it's kind of just like the best of both worlds. We've really found ways that we can tie in our different interests on campus just to overall best serve the student body.
In addition to that, I feel like all of our experiences throughout the different parts of campus, Olivia's in Greek life, mine in the SCOB and the Honors College, we're really able to pull together and communicate and interact with a lot of different students on a daily basis. And putting that all together into our position is going to really help us be able to strengthen that Sycamore community and interact with students on all levels.
All right. Well, I feel like I learned a lot about you and about your platforms and stuff. Thank you so much for coming on again. If students want to reach out, how can they find you?
Yeah, so you can always reach out to us directly through our Sycamore emails. Mine is just O Lancaster, and then hers is C Pekny. We also have an Instagram for our campaign. It's just Olivia and Campbell 26. You can follow along with that and see real-time updates of what we're doing, learn more about our platforms, ask us questions. And then we also do tabling. We table in the Commons 3 days a week, and you can come see us at our table. You can come ask questions, get more information, or if you just see us out and about, we're more than willing to stop and talk if anybody has things to say.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on. If students, that's all the time we have this week. If you would like to get involved with Sycamore Video, or if you have any events that you would like for us to cover, send us an email at isu-sycamorevideo@indstate.edu. Check us out on our Facebook page at Sycamore Video-ISU Student Media or Sycamore Video on YouTube. See you next week, Sycamores.